Have you ever wondered why some people walk out of a cruise buffet feeling relaxed and satisfied, while others leave frustrated, overwhelmed, and disappointed? Same buffet, same ship, same food? So what changes? Because cruise buffets are designed to look exciting, rows of desserts, fresh food stations, unlimited options. At first glance, it feels like paradise, but for many passengers, the experience quickly becomes stressful. Long lines, crowded seating, people rushing everywhere, cold food, noise, and by the second or third day, most passengers make the exact same mistake. They stop exploring. They grab the same meals, sit in the same area, and repeat the same routine every day. But smart cruisers approach the buffet differently. They understand something important. The buffet experience isn't only about food, it's about timing, strategy, and knowing how the space actually works. Because on most cruise ships, the buffet completely changes depending on the hour, the crowd, and the area you choose. The same buffet that feels chaotic at noon can feel calm and premium just 1 hour later. And the hidden food stations most people never notice. Those are often serving the best food on the ship. In this video, we're going to break down the biggest buffet mistakes passengers make, the hidden tricks smart cruisers use, and how to completely change your cruise dining experience without spending extra money, because sometimes the problem isn't the buffet, it's how people use it. The biggest buffet mistake on a cruise ship is going when everybody else goes, and most passengers don't even realize they're doing it. Breakfast around 9 a.m., lunch around 1 p.m., dinner right after evening activities. That's when the buffet becomes chaotic. Lines stretch across the room, tables disappear, people walk in circles trying to find seating, and suddenly, what should feel relaxing starts to feel exhausting. Now here's the interesting part. The food itself usually isn't the problem. The timing is. Because cruise buffets operate in waves, there are moments when thousands of passengers arrive at the exact same time, and smart cruisers avoid those waves completely. Instead of arriving during the rush, they come slightly earlier or slightly later. Even a difference of 30 to 45 minutes can completely change the experience. Suddenly, the lines are shorter, the environment is quieter, and the buffet feels organized instead of stressful. But there's another advantage most people don't think about: food quality. At peak hours, staff are rushing to refill stations constantly, but during calmer hours, the experience often feels smoother and more controlled. And this is the first big lesson of cruise buffets. You don't need a different buffet, you need different timing. Because smart cruisers understand something average passengers don't. Luxury isn't always about expensive upgrades. Sometimes, it's simply about avoiding the crowd. By the second or third day of a cruise, a strange thing starts happening. Passengers stop exploring. On the first day, people walk around excitedly. They check every station, every dessert, every corner. But after a while, most people fall into routine. Same breakfast, same lunch, same dessert. And without realizing it, they turn an unlimited buffet into a repetitive experience. Now here's what many passengers don't know. Cruise buffets constantly rotate items. Different themes, different meals, different specialty foods. Some stations even change depending on the hour, and hidden among the main buffet areas, there are often smaller food counters most people completely ignore. Fresh pizza sections, late-night snacks, international dishes, dessert corners hidden near seating areas. But average passengers miss them because they stop looking. They only visit the first section they see. And that's one of the biggest buffet mistakes possible. Because cruise buffets reward curiosity. The more you explore, the better the experience becomes. And smart cruisers treat the buffet differently. They don't rush. They walk the entire area first. They see what's available before filling a plate. And because of that, they discover foods and experiences other passengers never notice. The buffet doesn't become repetitive because they never stop exploring it. One of the fastest ways to ruin a buffet experience is sitting in the busiest area possible, and most people do exactly that. They grab the first table they see, usually near the main entrance, near the loudest crowd, near the busiest food stations, and within minutes, the experience feels stressful, constant noise, people moving everywhere, no privacy, no calm atmosphere. But here's what smart cruisers know. Most cruise buffets have quieter seating areas hidden deeper inside, sometimes near windows, sometimes near the back sections, sometimes outside on open decks, and these areas completely change the dining experience. Suddenly, the noise disappears, the atmosphere feels calmer, and the buffet starts feeling closer to a restaurant than a cafeteria. And timing matters here too. During busy hours, almost every visible seat disappears quickly, but quieter areas often stay empty longer because most passengers never walk far enough to find them. And this changes something important: your mindset. Because dining on a cruise shouldn't feel rushed, it should feel relaxing, and the environment around you matters just as much as the food itself. That's why experienced cruisers don't just think about what they're eating, they think about where they're eating too. Because sometimes, the best table on the ship isn't hidden behind a paywall, it's simply hidden behind the crowd. By now, you've probably realized something important. Cruise buffets are not just about food, they're about experience. And most passengers accidentally make that experience worse for themselves. Not because the buffet is bad, but because they follow the crowd. They go at the busiest times, they stop exploring, they sit in the loudest areas, and then they wonder why the buffet feels stressful. But smart cruisers think differently. They understand that small decisions create big differences: timing, exploration, patience. Those things completely change the atmosphere, because the same buffet that feels crowded and overwhelming to one person can feel calm and premium to another. And the difference isn't money, it's strategy. That's what makes cruising interesting. The best experiences on a ship are often available to everyone, but only a few people know how to find them. And that's exactly what this channel is about: helping you travel smarter, experience more, and avoid the mistakes most passengers never even realize they're making. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to SailSmart for more cruise tips, hidden experiences, and smart travel strategies. And I also want to hear from you. What's the biggest buffet mistake you've ever seen on a cruise ship? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, travel smart, sail smarter.